Well, you got to turn it on.
That helps.
For starters, can you say your name?
Olivia Nuamah, the Executive Director of Graduate.
And spell the first name?
Olivia.
Last name?
Nuamah.
And can you put
Nuamah.
and can you put your right hip against it? Perfect. Thank you. Go.
So Olivia, decided to allow police and uniform to take part in the parade. Can you just talk to us about what happened with that?
So, in October, it was October, maybe November, I can't remember, the board agreed that the Toronto Police Service would be permitted to apply to march in the parade. And Pride Toronto has an application process. That process is very clearly spelled out. And what it says is that you can apply, the community has an opportunity to talk about that application and decide whether they agree or not. Or they can call a special general meeting. In this case, the members called a special general meeting because they wanted to put the issue to a vote.
So, what happened at last night's meeting? Was it just a straight vote? I imagine this is a big issue. I don't know.
Of course. So it was a straight vote, but there was a discussion about process. But ultimately, as that discussion happened, it was very clear that the vote was about police participation, and people were coming to vote yes or no, or they could vote yes or no online.
This vote, what does this vote mean in terms of how binding is it? This is a final decision. Where do we stand?
So it is a binding decision. It's a final decision. It's an indefinite decision. So effectively, the membership of Pride Toronto have clearly said that until they are convinced of appreciable change, this is an indefinite decision that they will not be permitted to participate.
So in your opinion, is it possible that that change could come before this year's parade?
Yeah, no, it's not possible.
So as of this year, for this year's 2019 Pride, the uniformed officers will not be able to march.
Yes.
So then what needs to happen for that to change over the course of time?
Well, this is what we're going to embark on trying to understand. We are going to have a number of community consultations, we're going to have conversations, and what we're going to try to do is actually determine what the community would need to see in order for there to be a conversation about participation in our parade. We're going to make sure we get that clear, we're going to work towards whatever the community determines we need to work towards, and then we will be revisiting this subject again.
You have the mayor here this morning saying that he's deeply disappointed in this decision, and that he's not going to give you guys direction as to what to do, but he would like to be a facilitator and would like the police to be included along at some point. Do you take the mayor's words to heart, or do you want him to butt out? I mean, where do you stand on that?
Right, no, I do take his words to heart. The mayor has been a consistent supporter of ours, continues to be, but I also understand that we don't want to be revisiting this subject and certainly don't want to continue to put the mayor in a position where he's having to support or not support Pride Toronto, and so I appreciate his desire to want to see this come to a conclusion, and I equally appreciate his support to want to be a part of that process.
So in this process then, I know you said you want to do some consultations, but in terms of the involvement of Toronto Police, what comes next? Are you going to continue to have discussions with them, with their liaison, with the chief, or what happens next?
So we are actually embarking on a piece of work that we've received federal funding to embark upon, and that is how we're going to try to work with the police. We've been working and talking to them for the last 2 years. We'll continue to do that, but now we are fortunate enough to have some resource to facilitate that conversation and to try to take it to a place where it's actually actionable.
I think, just for clarification purposes, this decision doesn't mean police can't take part at all. Can you just explain that?
So what this decision means is that the institution of policing, the police service, can take part. We absolutely continue to invite police officers to come along, to identify themselves as police officers, but what we've been clear about is the uniform, the vehicle, and the weapons that go alongside those uniforms are not necessarily welcome in the parade.
It's been a couple of years that this issue's been going on. I think this will be the third breakthrough for this big issue. Is it exhausting to have to keep talking about it, or is it just a necessary kind of
No, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. We would like to see a finality to this discussion. I think yesterday's vote was an attempt to get that. I think we all walked away with clarity as to what the membership expected of Pride Toronto in relation to police participation, and we will honor that decision.
Would you prefer it be this way for a few years just to give some distance before any sort of movement forward?
That's a hard one for me to answer because I also appreciate the desire for LGBTQ2+ police officers to march in this event in their uniform. And so, to some extent, what I'm hoping for is that we are able to come up with the necessary steps that will convince this community that forward steps are being taken and that it is progress such that they are invited to participate.
Perfect. That's great. Thank you so much.
you.
Stay right there.
Thank
Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Can't move. Go ahead.
Sorry.
You guys can move.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Oh, cut my
Jeez, leaving away from that.
So how's now that you're done, how do you feel like being Olivia
I
Nuamah?
just can't, it's like you say, it's this like year that the subject is actually, it's happening. I'm looking forward to it being
What do you got? Your wife, so you just want to not.
I'm going home right after this and watching a bunch of useless TV.
As long as it's on city TV, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you the kind of person who like likes to go and watch yourself on news
No,
reports?
I haven't seen that one. Yeah, so no, I try to.
Same way.
Yeah, you don't watch yourself being, yeah, exactly. It's just,